This week, I want to talk about Bethesda and their recent game review policy. Now, if you haven't heard, the publisher behind huge games like these put out a statement saying that they won't be sending media their games for review until one day before the games were released. So let's start off with why they're doing this. According to them, they want everyone to experience their games at the same time. Now I'm just going to go ahead and call bullshit on that.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Global bullshit. I call bullshit bullshit!
Why? Well, because they are giving selected YouTubers and influencers access to their games early. They're even offering early access to their games as a pre-order incentive. So which is it, Bethesda? Either you want everyone to experience your games at the same time, or you don't. I mean, at least be consistent.
What do you want?
Now, I know I may come across as a bit of a toddler who's had his toys taken away, complaining about the fact that I may not get early access to some games anymore. And clearly, I lament the fact that this may just be the result of the changing media landscape in the age of the all-powerful YouTuber. But in my opinion, this really sucks, only because it hurts the consumer who wants to make an informed decision. It's blatantly an anti-consumer move. Bethesda wants to make sure that there are no bad opinions out there about their games that would make you want to cancel a pre-order or second-guess their hype train and stop you from walking into a shop on launch day. In their statement, they add that we understand that some of you want to read reviews before you make your decision, and if that's the case, we encourage you to wait for your favorite reviewers to share their thoughts. I mean, come on, Bethesda, have you even met a gamer before? You want us to wait?
Come on!
And you're talking about waiting for reviewers to finish and craft reviews of games that you can spend upwards of 100 hours in?
Oh, for the love of God, how much longer?
That's like an eternity for a gamer to wait to get their hands on a fresh new game. A game that you specifically have been marketing like crazy to get us excited for the thing. So you know better than anyone out there that we're not patient enough to wait.
Been waiting for this thing to come out for months.
You're just going to have to be patient.
Yeah! Yeah!
Not to mention, this is going to encourage a heap of rushed reviews in order to be the first to get some of those sweet, sweet hits. Reviews like, Fallout 4 was great, it didn't even feel like an apocalypse, 4 stars. Oblivion was shit, I spent the whole game stuck in a jail cell, 2 stars. The thing that I guess boggles my mind the most about all of this is the fact that Bethesda games are good. Few publishers have such a great hit record. I mean, Fallout, Skyrim, Doom, Wolfenstein, Dishonored, we're talking some of the best games in the business here. So why not have some confidence in your products and let reviewers actually help build hype for you? I mean, how are you going to put all those 10 out of 10 reviews on your ads now, huh? Maybe it's because of the fact that they have built up such a strong relationship and respect amongst gamers that they can do this and not get completely eviscerated. But it won't take much. Just a few bad games under this policy will quickly turn the tide of opinion against them.
No, there's no justice like angry mob justice.
Now, obviously, at the end of the day, Bethesda can do what they want. There's no obligation for them or any publisher to send early review copies. And increasingly, publishers are choosing this approach, so I guess at least Bethesda has a clear policy on it now. But they're still manipulating the discussion around their games by cherry-picking these key influencers, who are obviously going to feel obliged to portray them in the best light, lest Bethesda decree them unworthy of future support.
Since I had been such a great supporter of all of their series,
Bethesda have kindly sent me Skyrim early.
A promotional pre-release copy of Skyrim Special Edition sent me by the legends at Bethesda.
I mean, look at it this way. Established games media and game publishers are kind of like an old marriage. Sure, some of the spark may have gone and reviews may take a little longer to get up. And yes, we're jealous of the new, young, easily influenced thing on the scene. But remember, we've spent years developing this relationship through the highs and the lows. And I think we're both stronger for it. And sure, it's not always going to be easy, but nothing worth having ever is. And now you're willing to throw it all away for a few cheap thrills? What happened to us? How did we get here, Bethesda? Don't you remember the good times? I mean, now you're just making a scene in front of all of our friends, and I don't know if I've got the strength to...
Go, I'm telling you before I take it all back.
I'm sorry. Those are clearly just my issues, and I need to work through them. But what about you? Do you think this is a bad move on Bethesda's part, or are we just overreacting to the inevitable change? Also, who would you rather spend the holidays with, us or them? Let us know in social media, and we'll discuss it on tomorrow's episode of Pocket.